Hey friends, welcome back to the City of God Families, a podcast from Coral Ridge Ministries and the Institute for Faith and Culture. I'm Pastor Rob Pacienza. Today, we're talking about something that every kid understands, even if you don't always like it. We're talking about authority. Authority can come in many forms: parents, teachers, rules, chores, bedtimes, curfews, homework, being told no. If you're honest, sometimes authority can feel like a burden. But what if I told you that God doesn't see authority as a burden at all? What if authority is actually a gift? The Bible says in Ephesians 6, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother." You see, God cares deeply about how children treat their parents, so deeply that he made it one of the 10 Commandments. And he did this because authority is part of how God designed the world to work. Think about it this way. When you're driving down the road, there's stop signs, guardrails, and they aren't there to punish the driver or to make life more difficult. Those stop signs and guardrails are there to protect you. They keep you from driving off a cliff. They help you arrive safely at your destination. In the same way, God gives parents authority to guide and protect you. Parents have a way of being able to see further down the road than you can. They've lived longer. They've made mistakes. They've learned lessons. And now, they're trying to help you avoid unnecessary pain. You see, authority, when it's used rightly, it's a gift. Now, here's something important. Honoring your parents is bigger than just obeying them. You can technically obey and still dishonor. You can do what you're told while rolling your eyes. You can follow instructions while muttering under your breath. You can comply outwardly while resisting inwardly. But the Bible doesn't just say obey. It says honor. Honor has to do with your heart. It includes your tone of voice, your attitude, the way you speak about your parents when they aren't around, the way you respond when you disagree. Honor means treating your parents with weight and value because God has placed them in your life. And here's something else to remember. Your parents aren't perfect. No one is. They will make mistakes. They will overreact sometimes. They may misunderstand you. But honoring them doesn't mean pretending they're perfect. It's recognizing that God has given them responsibility over you for this season of your life. Even Jesus, the perfect Son of God, submitted to his earthly parents. The Bible tells us that he was obedient to them and grew in wisdom and stature. If Jesus could live under authority, so can we. Learning to respect authority now is also preparing you for the future. One day, you'll be a leader. You'll be a teacher, a boss, a parent. And the way you respond to authority now is shaping the kind of leader you will become later in life. People who learn to honor authority grow into people who use authority wisely. So the next time you feel frustrated by a rule or a correction, pause and ask yourself, is this authority protecting me? Is it shaping me? Is it helping me grow? Authority is not your enemy. God uses it to form your character. So now, let's pause for a family conversation. You might want to ask each other, what's the difference between obedience and honor? Why do you think God commands children to honor their parents? What are ways we can show respect, not just in actions, but in our attitude? How can parents use their authority in a way that reflects God's love and his wisdom? I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today on the City of God Families. Don't forget to subscribe so you and your family never miss an episode. And as you go through this week, remember, authority isn't meant to crush you. When it's rooted in God's design, it's meant to guide you and lead you to flourishing. Until next time, keep growing in wisdom, humility, and honor together as a family. The City of God podcast is produced by Coral Ridge Ministries and made in partnership with the Institute for Faith and Culture. Visit us at cityofgodpodcast.com to access all of our previous episodes. You can also listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get podcasts. A full video version of this podcast is available on YouTube. This is the City of God podcast, where Christ meets culture.